Hello, welcome to a first look kind of view of Destiny 2, the beta. Early impressions, played it for about a half hour, just the first story mode mission. Um, it's cool to kind of be back into it and watching some new stuff pop up, some old stuff that you remember. A couple things I made notes of. I'll go through those, but first, more importantly, got to represent the Warlock, so we'll do that. The third perk, a little confusing at first, didn't really tell you how to use it. I did figure it out eventually. It's a pretty cool little feature. For the Warlock, it essentially creates a orb, almost mimicking the Titan's bubble in a way. So you can kind of have two people on your fire team that might have the ability to heal while in the bubble, as well as, or not as well as, in addition, a other option being they can deal extra damage with weapons. Interesting option, basically the two different bubble options for the Titans from Destiny 1. Gunplay feels similar, a couple different guns. The power and energy weapons, I think those they're being called. I keep forgetting to look. Basically now being the same, no longer the special and heavy. It was odd though because you still picked up green ammo drops as well as purple ammo drops. I didn't pay attention if there was a difference between those, if the purple gave you more, or if the purple was specifically for the heavy and they're just being treated as the same, heavy and special. Not sure on that. Couple things I noticed. You can see it here in the story mode itself. Lots of in the campaign, I should say, lots of instances where there's kind of cutscenes or mini cutscenes, interaction with other characters, other NPCs that kind of help along the story. You see Cade there. It's kind of a guided linear story mode. The bosses or the villains, their shields do have. It's kind of a cool feature. You actually like see their shield around them as opposed to just the bar above their head. It's actually like an orb around them. Kind of an interesting option there. I did notice, still more testing to do, but that the Warlock jump did feel a little different, a little higher, a little more guided, the ability to move around a lot more. The third perk, which I talked about previously, I finally did figure out how to make it work. It's a hold down circle on the default controls. Gives you the ability to use, as soon as you let up on it, I believe it does that perk. Couple new options of guns. The grenade launcher, pretty cool feature. It does do some damage. It's a lot like the rocket launcher, essentially, just somewhat shorter range. The new Dawn Blade, pretty cool from the Warlock. Got off about 6 or so of those little shots. There you can see some of the purple ammo drops. The recharge rate on everything pretty slow. There it is, the circle area, and you can see it recharges my health as well as gives me an overshield, which it charges pretty quickly. Overall, though, the recharge rate of the super, it felt like, was slowed, as well as just normal health outside of the special areas like the little aura that I create with the Warlock. Otherwise, it sets up a pretty epic story. I enjoyed the first playthrough of the first mission. Just did a couple clips here. This is where I tested how many I could get off. A little bit of delay to start, but then 6 of them get off here. So that was interesting. Still a little confusing to figure out how much control you do have over it and what you can do. Sets up the story nicely here with a final scene of what's gonna happen, what's gonna be the end result of your time in D2, or at least the starting of it. It'll be pretty epic to get your powers back.
Oh,
Find out more.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Do not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. Your kind never deserved the power you were given. I am Null, and your light is mine.
that's an epic start. Not that we haven't seen most of it already before, if you've been following along.